I think I speak for many Nintendo fans when I say I would love a Legend of Zelda movie. I mean, it just writes itself. The epic open worlds, the scary enemies, the elegant weapons, it would be perfect for the big screen. So today, I'm going to cast some characters for a live-action Legend of Zelda movie. Those characters being Link, Zelda, Ganondorf, and Mr. Tingle. So open your chest and equip your weapon, because let's get to casting. Now, at first it might sound difficult to adapt Link, the hero of our story, to the big screen because, well, he doesn't really talk in the games. But I think we can get around that because I think we could have two versions of Link. Young Link, the more talkative version, and then something happens to him, and then we get adult Link, who talks less. So for young Link, we need someone who really has an ambition, that sense of adventure. I mean, this is who we're starting the story with. They want to do the right thing. At times, they might be a bit over their head, but they overall mean well, and I think there's no one better for this than Walker Scobell, mostly known for the Adam Project. I mean, he held his own against Ryan Reynolds in that movie, so I think he could be a leading man, and he just has that sense of adventure, that brightness to him, and the humor in all the correct ways. I think would be perfect for young Link.
I'm so sorry. That's not right. Hi. No. Okay.
I think he would be the perfect person to start an adventure with, so Walker Scobell as young Link. Now, choosing someone for adult Link is hard because you need someone who's a very physical actor, not only with their body, but their eyes. We need that to tell a story. I think adult Link should be weathered, something happened to him and he's trying to get to it, but yet we still need that determined sense of justice. Now, a lot of people want Chris Hemsworth, and I just don't really see it. I think he's too macho of a guy. But we're staying in the MCU for casting because I would love Sebastian Stan to take on the role of Link. I think he's a really great physical actor and his eyes can tell a story. I think he can also do a good job, as he shows as Bucky in the MCU, of playing someone who has a lost identity but ultimately wants to do the right thing.
So your three rules. Senator Atwood. She was a Hydra pawn for years. Helped her get into office when I was in Winter Soldier. And after Hydra disbanded, she continued to abuse the power I gave her.
Make this go away.
I think we'd have a very interesting take on Link, but one that could do really well. So Sebastian Stan as Link. Now, if you ever played a Legend of Zelda game, you know that Zelda usually gets captured or is in trouble, but I want to change that here for the movies. I want her to be at the forefront of action. Someone who is keeping the people of Hyrule safe. Someone who is defeating Ganon's forces of evil, invading Hyrule Castle. Maybe she's a princess about to be queen. There's a lot of things I want, from strength, from courage to determination, and I think Hayley Atwell could do all those traits perfectly. Her role as Peggy Carter in the MCU, I think, really shows this. I think if you want to do the romance angle with Link and Zelda, she showed she could do romance with Steve Rogers. And when she played Captain Carter in some of the alternate universe storylines, we saw that determined leadership I would love.
Captain Carter, the first Avenger.
Your alternate self created the Illuminati to make difficult decisions that no one else could. Today we're here to determine what to do with you and the child.
She kind of just has a sense of royalty that would be great, so Hayley Atwell as Zelda. Now for the big bad himself, Ganondorf. Ganondorf is someone who has this darkness about him. Every step he takes, every word he says should just have this sense of dread to it. We need someone who believes what he's doing is the right thing, and someone that every time he steps on screen, everyone stops doing what they're doing. We need that type of presence. Now, I struggle a lot with casting this role. I thought about Jeremy Irons, and that's my original plan, but then I thought of someone who could do even better, and that is Martin Kove from Cobra Kai and Karate Kid fame, where he plays John Kreese, and let me tell you, I think he is absolute perfection as this role. First of all, in terms of the physicalness, Kove has it. He does a lot of his own stunts. He just has that physical, intimidating nature that I want for Ganondorf. And the way he talks, he has a sense of dread every time he talks to someone. We hang on to every word he says. I mean, just look at this. I think it's perfect.
Cobra Kai is back where it belongs. Back on top. Everyone closed the book on us. They thought we were done. But now they see. That the real story's only just begun.
I think Ganondorf could be the big bad if they ever do a Smash Bros. Movie, and Martin Kove could bring the energy and the menace. So Martin Kove as Ganondorf. Next up for Mr. Tingle, the annoying character in the Zelda games. Now, I'm going to take a different approach with him. I think it would be interesting if Mr. Tingle was maybe a bit older. Not a mentor character, but someone who's been around for a while, has some tricks up his sleeve, someone who can be a pain, but also tries to help Link. In my opinion, Mark Hamill would just have a lot of fun with this role. We know he can kind of do that goofy type of character.
Scare you, because I was going in to do a character where I said, well, he's very rotund, so I'll give him sort of a fat voice. I'll make him a little moist, and I guess I made him from somewhere in New York. And they said, we love what you're doing.
And Mark Hamill just seems like a really fun guy, and I think he could have a lot of fun with this. So Mark Hamill as Mr. Tingle. Well, there you go, my Legend of Zelda live action cast. I know there's a lot more characters to get to in these games. I just picked some of my favorites and some of the main players. So if you want more, let me know in the comments below. This was a lot of fun to do. Until then, take care and have a good one, everyone.